Hello there, and welcome to my 100% playthrough of Ion Fury on Ultra Viscera difficulty. This is the boss map of Zone 4, Zone 4, Area 5, Twist of Freight. Oh, I do so love my elevator rides. Oh noes, Mega Brutalizer twins. Yeah, this level just sets you into the thick of things immediately with double bosses. But they are quite easy. And that's it. Not a whole lot of narration here. Not a whole lot needed. Kill the bad guys, enjoy your elevator ride, and that's it. The 6 Underground. Yep, told you it was going to be quick. Now, when I said it was only going to be like a minute long, if even that, I was talking about the actual core gameplay, the boss fight. Because, yeah, it just dumps them both on you immediately, and that's it. The Mega Brutalizer twins. Literally the boss form of an enemy that we've seen already a few times. I think Grand Slam is the only level to actually show them up until this point. So if you didn't play that level, I think this is the level you get introduced to them in. But yep, that's Zone 4 right there. I think I like Zone 3 overall better, just in terms of all the levels being equally enjoyable. Map by map analysis. Let's see, Off the Rails, very fun. I love the concept of you being on a speeding train, having to go from train car to shoot down enemies and collect keys, get secrets, have some enemy ambushes happen, and be careful not to fall off the train, of course. Nothing much more to say about that. Casual Casualties, I will say again, definitely my favorite map of the zone. Just in terms of the varied environments, the flow of the level's nice, the navigation doesn't feel, sloggish, if that's a word, like a long slog. And plus you have that Chernobyl reference, the Z4A5, not great, not terrible. Yeah, plus points for that, just because Chernobyl's such an awesome miniseries. But yeah, you get to go through all different parts of the metro station. You have, like bathrooms, security offices, the train tunnels, central concourse, a break room, complete with beer, pizza, and darts, which is always fun. And that like kind of bottom office area with the power generator. Tunnel disturbance, without a doubt the most challenging level of the bunch. Sometimes not for the right reasons, but nothing too bad. But that one definitely has the cheapest enemy placement out of all the levels in the zone, in my opinion anyway. Really got to stay on your toes that whole level, and I think it's also the longest one. So it's definitely a spike in difficulty between Casual Casualties and Tunnel Disturbance. And unfortunately, Power Up kind of brings it down to a bit more of a, I was going to say realistic, enjoyable pace. Like, it's not as randomly overly difficult. It's not easy. It is still challenging in some spots, but it's not just as randomly brutal and unforgiving like Tunnel Disturbance is. But overall, I really like that level as well. I love the design, like the missile silo looking room, the concept of having to power up a power down facility, lift the lockdown, and then ending the level on that giant funicular ride, which brings us to the boss map. And this boss map, I mean, I think by default is probably the worst, simply because it's literally just, I do like the design choice. You're on a moving freight elevator, so that does look cool. You have the kind of background passing you by as you fight. But other than that, it's just you're on this big elevator platform. You have 2 boss enemies to take out, and then the level just ends. It ends just as abruptly as it starts. There's not even a warm-up. You don't have, like, lower-level foot soldiers dropping in to fight you first, and then the bosses. It's just the bosses themselves, and that's it. But as long as you keep moving around, jumping, use your chain gun, use your overcharged attack for your ion bow, they're no problem at all. So in terms of boss maps, I do still think that Executive Disorder is my favorite one. But that is Zone 4. That is also the last zone in the game that has 5 maps. Yes, there are 3 zones left, zones 5, 6, and 7. Zones 5 and 6 both only contain 3 maps, but I think they are longer on average than the ones in previous zones, so that may be why there's less of them. And Zone 7, the final one, only has 2, which is, of course, the penultimate level and then the final level. But yeah, so in terms of amounts of levels, these next 2 zones, well, 3 zones really, are going to be shorter. Now, the length of the videos themselves might be longer. If I'm remembering correctly, the levels are they're also pretty intricate. Like, the level design's about to really take just a sharp upward climb in terms of intricacy. And I think in zone, I want to say 6, 5 or 6, hell, maybe both, you actually go back to a previous level to go to the final level of the zone. So it's going to be a bit of a mishmash. I'll have to really figure out the best way to handle my saves. I'm pretty sure that's zone 5 that I'm thinking of. So I'll really have to find out how to manage my saves so nothing gets accidentally overwritten while I'm doing practice runs and getting ready for recordings and all that mess. But that is for another day. That was the 6 Underground, and this was Twist of Freight. So I hope this zone was enjoyable for you guys to watch as it was for me to play. Zone 5 is coming up next. And until that time comes, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.